Hello, dear students. I, Namita Srivastava, is your English teacher. Welcome you all in online class. Today, I am here with another video lecture, which is from English Literature, Chapter 6, Night of the Scorpion. It is a poem which is composed by Nissim Ezekiel. So let's discuss about this. Nissim Ezekiel was born in 1924 and was died in 2004. Was an Indian poet, actor, playwright, editor and art critic. His poems are mostly about real life experiences as they speak of the day-to-day lives of ordinary people. He has often been referred to as the father of modernity in Indian English poetry. He was honored with the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1983 and the Padma Shri Award in 1988. The Night of the Scorpion is a poem of warmth and love of mother. So let's start the poem. The poem Night of the Scorpion by Nissim Ezekiel is about an incident that the poet has not forgotten in his life. It was a night when a scorpion bit his mother and all the superstitious villagers did irritational things rather than helping her. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice. Parting with his poisoned flash of diabolic tail in the dark room, he risked the rain again. In this stanza, the poet says that he remembers well that night when her mother was stung by a scorpion. The poet is of the views that the heavy rain which lasted for 10 hours made the scorpion crawl beneath a sack of rice. A sack of rice you can see in the picture. The last phrase shows the poet's sympathy towards the scorpion. The poet says that after biting his mother with its diabolic tail, the scorpion went back to rain outside again. The poet here shows sympathy as well as anger towards the scorpion. He is angry when he talks about its biting and sympathetic when he talks about it's going to rain again. The peasants came like swarm of flies and buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. With candles and with lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud-baked walls. They searched for him, he was not found. They clicked their tongues. With every movement that the scorpion made, his poison moved in mother's blood. Hearing about this incident, the villagers rushed to the poet's home. When they came to know, they went to the poet's home. However, he is not happy with them and calls them swarm of flies, who buzz the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. The poet then explains how the villagers searched for the scorpion. According to him, the villagers began searching for the scorpion and their shadows themselves seemed to be like a giant scorpion on the mud-baked walls. The villagers began searching for the scorpion because they believed that the poison spreads across the body with the movement of a scorpion. So if the latter is stopped and paralyzed, the poison effect can also be controlled. It was their views. This is a superstition and poet knows well. This is why he hates the coming of villagers to his home. Having failed in finding the scorpion, they began giving their own interpretation to the biting of the scorpion. They said, "May the sins of your previous birth be burned away tonight." They said, "May your suffering decrease." the misfortune of your next birth. They said, may the sum of all evil balanced in this unreal world against the sum of good becomes diminished by your pain. May the poison purify your flesh of desire and your spirit of ambition. They said, and they sat around on the floor with my mother. In the center, the peace of understanding on each face. The other assumed that she is going to die and said that the pain that she is suffering from will decrease the trouble in her next birth. Some of them said that his mother, since she committed in her previous birth, have been forgiven. Some other put forward that her good deeds will be balanced against her bad deeds because of the bite of the scorpion. Some others said that the poison will purify and refresh her flesh of desire and her spirit of ambition. All of them seemed to be in peace because of their thoughts. More candles, more lanterns, more neighbors, more insects, and the endless pain and the endless rain. My mother twisted through and through, groaning on a mat. My father, skeptic rationalist, trying every cure and every curse and blessings powder, mixtures, herb and hybrid. He even poured a little paraffin upon the bitten toe and put a match to it. I watched the flame feeding on my mother. I watched the holy man perform his rites to his rites to tame the poison with an incantation. After 20 hours, it lost its sting. My mother only said, "Thank you, God. The scorpion picked on me and spared my children." More and more people come with candles and lanterns. His mother is, however, crying and rolling on the mat with severe pain, but nobody cares for her except for his father, who is a skeptic rationalist. He leaves no stone unturned to cure her. He uses powder, mixture, herb, and hybrid to help her recover from the pain. He even poured a little paraffin upon the bitten toe and then fires it up. The poet watches the flames of fire burning on the skin of his mother. He also watches the holy man perform his rites to tame the poison with an incantation. The phrase again refers to superstitious people of his village who believe in irritational measure to cure a person. His mother ultimately recovers from the poison after 24 hours. Children, the last line is quite emotional and heart touching. It reflects the motherhood of a lady. The poet says that after recovering from the poison, his mother's words were, "Thank you, God. The scorpion picked on me and spared my children." Even in such condition, his mother remains more concerned about the safety and health of her children. Children, what we learn from this story, from this poem? In this poem, we can see how grateful the mother is to God that the scorpion spared her children and stung her instead of them. This shows us to eternal love of the mother for her kids. The poet tries to convey that a mother always wants what is best for her child and is always ready to bear any harm for their children. Children, I hope you all understood the poem and got the moral. Have you remembered this line? When mother says, "Thank you, God, the scorpion had stung me and saved my children. Children, this is the mother, Ma. Very precious, important, and beautiful gift is given by God. See, children, mother always takes all the sorrow, all the problems, and she tries to remove it from our lives. Whatever problems we face, whatever difficult situation comes in our life, she always tries to remove from our life. And what she always gives love, affection, care. So what we should do? We should always respect our mother. We should always obey her. And whatever instructions she gives, we must follow in our life. Children, respect your mother, love your mother. You all will get everything in your life, whatever you want to get, whatever you want to become. With her blessings, you all will get. That's all for this video lecture. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much.